I'll have everyone please roll for initiative for me.
Oh,
Wonderful.
baby. I love it.
Why? Due to the effects of the poison, we're going to say Yavari has to sit this combat out for the time being, as it seems to be heavily affecting her that you guys had taken earlier.
He pulls out his speed bow.
And as you let the arrow loose, it's almost as if it's duplicated itself as these two arrows fly through the air, shooting into the side of the spider, and you see it recoil and spread its mandibles in this hiss that you can just hear across the room.
But I'd like to use it with my serpent poison.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Oh boy.
I do recall you did apply that to your weapon, so
Yes, I did.
yeah, go ahead then and roll to attack.
Ooh.
Holy fucking shit!
I don't even need it.
Didn't even need a poison.
Alright, go ahead and roll that damage for me with that crit. Damn, oh my fucking god.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Y'all need to chill.
No.
He's done.
In
Yeah,
the ground.
But please, describe for me how you kill this thing.
Oh boy. Honestly, probably with strength that surprises himself.
Mm-hmm.
He will kind of take it out and holding it in one hand, he's going to very lightly almost and effortlessly sort of throw it above his head and just with the same amount let it come back down to hit this thing in the head with the blade tip on the very top and crack it.
Nice, yeah. And
I didn't mean to click them, sorry.
Oh, it's all good. You crack this thing's skull wide open as it falls to the floor with a twitch.
He looks surprised and then very pleased with himself.
You take out your axe and swing, and it cuts through the air and cuts through the carrion crawler as it hisses and gurgles at you as you deal 13 damage altogether.
Nice. And I'm gonna hit it again.
Heck yeah!
And then
Mash it with a hammer!
Alright, yeah. Roll to attack.
10.
Yeah, unfortunately that will hit as you go to take another swing and seem to swing a little wide as it kind of dashes out of the way.
Darn. They really are learning.
They are. They're smart little worms.
Smart little worms. They're like raptors, so they'll be able to open doors.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alright, then was there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, that's it.
Alright, so now it is the spider's turn.
Oh.
I'm just gonna roll something here real quick. Okay. So you see the spider as it turns to face you all and begins to skitter its way across the floor. You see as it gets to the center of the room, it seems to suddenly freeze up, as if maybe startled by something or uncertain of its movements. And without any warning, and without really any idea of what has happened, the spider suddenly starts curling up on itself and shaking.
Oh,
and the next thing you know,
No.
it's fallen onto its side, its legs twitching violently as it's grasping for something, before they just curl up onto itself, and it stops moving.
Well, that's
Okay.
concerning.
I'm sure it's fine.
It's probably fine.
I'm so scared for all of you right now.
Alright.
That's not panic. See?
It's fine. Totally fine. So you see Runarian kind of dart across the room past Aoife to the final carrion crawler of the group you all came into face. He swings out with his glaive, kind of aiming to jab it into this creature, and hits, stabbing straight through it and watching as it gives a final twitch before its body falls still upon the ground.
Dead.
Right, well, and at this point now, all of your threats have been taken care of, so you all will no longer be in combat. And as everything finally settles, get rid of that. As everything finally settles, everything quiets down, you all take a moment to catch your breaths and be at ease that at least your immediate threats have been taken care of. And getting now a better look at this room, now that you are not focused on fighting creatures intent on eating you, you see that the room is large and very spacious, made of the same cold stone that the entire temple is made out of. Corners of the room you see are coated in thick webs thanks to the spider that seems to have been trying to make its home inside here. Across the ground there's, bits of paper and shattered bits of glass that are mixed in with the spider's web and crumbling bits of stone, both from the wear and tear of the vaults of glittering night, as well as what appears to be a circular stone slab in the center of the room that the spider had died upon.
I see you, Taffy.
He's sneaking.
I'm listening.
But the as well as bits of like this circular stone slab that has been broken into many pieces at this point. There's tables on either side of the room, along with like a chest or a couple of crates, covered in thick dust, as well as piles of, old books and half-torn notes and scrolls. Further into the room, there are bookshelves made of rotting wood at this point, with dusty old tomes, some of them looking half-eaten from age, or perhaps creatures attempting to make meals out of them. And even further in the back of the room, you see there is an opening to yet another space that seems to be kind of flanked by gargoyle statues staring you guys down from across the room. So as Arca is investigating the stone slab and the spider's body, you decide to kind of rifle through a few of the papers scattered across the floor. A lot of them have writing upon it. You see there are multiple pages that detail like old sacrifices that have been done in Veyron's name. There's details on certain rituals that had once been performed in the temple. And you pick up one page in particular that just kind of catches your attention for one reason or another. And upon it you read, it seems to describe Veyron himself. And the one passage you happen to pick out says, Veyron has always had a focus on profit, contracts, balancing immediate desires and future gain. Flexible attitudes, knows when to practice loyalty or betrayal. Veyron is known to be rather charming amidst his followers, and his followers could communicate with Veyron even to share their spells, tactics, and poison formulas that they invented with him. It goes on to describe that a holy symbol of Iran was usually a black mask with blue lenses in it, as it is one that's often described that he usually enjoys wearing. And further down the page and kind of onto another one you managed to find that seemed to have gone with it, you see it describes that followers of Veyron believed that the illusory appearance of black cats, ravens, or dead spiders could be an attempt by Veyron to tell them something. Goes on to say Veyron supports evil done to humans or any surface dwellers, but is fond of unions between drow and elves. He isn't strict, though, and has always been fond of half-drow, which has led to him being typically the patron god for half-drow.
I didn't write any of this. This is wild.
Okay.
Sure.
He will turn toward Arca as he asks the question, kind of holding the paper between his thumb and forefinger, and offhandedly he'll look toward the spider and down at the paper, and he'll just look at Taffy and he'll say, "Well, I think I've figured out what killed your spider friend.
Oh?
Don't think you're gonna believe me."
Listen, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in the last couple of weeks. I might just believe anything at this point.
Yeah,
A god.
true.
Wait, a god just smote this spider?
Well, it makes sense. Spiders are the symbol of Lolth, and as far as I'm aware, Veyron does not like his mother.
Okay, so you have set the sword down in the center of the circular slab here, and then you cast fairy fire upon it. Do you say anything in particular as you do this?
Oh god.
Do the
Oh,
incantation.
this is the wrong damn person. Okay. He's going to do his best to put together the incantation. Oh boy. Okay, to the masked lord, we give you our enemy's sword to honor you and bolster you.
And as you say these words, the sword sitting in the middle of the circle, crackling with the violet
Don't
fairy
make this
fire.
anymore.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. Crackling with the purple fairy fire coming off of it. You speak the words of the incantation that were written upon the slab, and you stand there for a moment, unsure if you should expect anything or if anything will even happen. And at first it seems perhaps nothing will happen. Oh, give me 1 second. Sorry. I'm being told to wait. Oh, whoa.
Oh, wow.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, whoa.
Sorry, I had to ask a question.
Okay. Yeah. A few moments pass. The sword is still lit by the fairy fire, but nothing appears to happen.
Wow, well, fuck me, I guess. I'll just kind of look at Ari and be like, sorry, man, you're not getting that back.
It's quite alright. Like I said, it's not a big deal.
He's also going to look at Ark and be like, man, you showed me a defective prayer circle.
What? How's this my fault?
You shouldn't have gotten my attention. Oh.
There you go, there's my fire.
Whoosh.
You shouldn't have gotten my attention. Now I got excited. I thought maybe I was gonna, I don't know. He'll turn and he'll look at the spider. See, dead spider. Stupid dead spider. What else am I supposed to say? What, like I hate Lolth? Come on, man.
Oh.
And then suddenly...
Well, maybe there was just like a word or two that was missing. Maybe we can.
Okay, fine. Aoife, what would you say to God?
Please give us
Wow,
cool stuff.
That's
Effie.
He just looks
a
up.
really loaded question. I don't really know how to answer that. I was just going to suggest maybe, and Eva will, sort of point out to the dusk over on the opposite side of the room for her if it do my cool little bubble thing, and she'll say, maybe there's something in the papers over there.
I already looked through the papers.
Okay, well,
Fine. Veyron, if you are listening, and while he's talking, he's like dramatically putting his arms out and throwing his head back like a little shit. And he's like, okay, Veyron, if you are listening, I hate your mother so much. I cannot even begin to describe how much I hate your mother. In fact, how can I best describe it? If a spider were in front of me that was in fact connected to Lolth, I would kick it. Does this please you?
And as you finish your words,
God.
you see the fairy fire sword sitting in the center of the circle, still just crackling. The fire suddenly seems to leap up into the air, rising almost twice its height. The sword within suddenly vanishes, as if consumed by this fire. And the fire rises and rises and rises as it reaches the very top of this room, the ceiling of which is probably nearly 15 feet above your heads. And you see, standing within the purple flames of the spell, is the shadowy figure that suddenly appears. It appears to be a male figure. Drow, as you see more of him starts to come into focus through the purple and the black shadows, casting deep over his features. He's slim with this very graceful physique, appearing as tall as the room will allow him.
Oh.
Towering above you all at 15 feet in height. His body, though surrounded currently by the purple fairy fire, is also surrounded by this sort of glowing black aura or mist that surrounds him within this fire. You see he's dressed in black leather armor and wears a purple mask covering his entire face, and a black cloak to cover most of his body. His hair is white, that cascades down from his head across his shoulders with red highlights in it. And you see, though cast in a mostly purplish glow, the tips of it seem to be a very faint blue color. And he stands there for a moment, looking down upon you, Narcellus. And with this sort of whooshing sound, the fire vanishes, as does the figure. And you're kind of left, Narcellus. You hear this alone, this sort of very faint sound of someone chuckling in amusement.
Was that him?
Yeah.
Do all gods work that way?
No.
And so, Taffy kind of sighs in relief. A little bit. It's a worried relief. Well, we're still alive, right? We're not dead.
I don't think we are.
Hey, Rash. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Hey, Rash.
Yes.
I think you need to convert.
Perhaps I do.
Taffy suddenly perks up as though he just remembered something, and then just runs over here and kicks the spider.
You kick it.
he kicks it and it kind of bounces off and rebounds off of it.
Just looks at Taffy and he's like, "It's not gonna work for you, Taffy. He doesn't like non-elves."
Well, I know. I'm just like, but you said you would, and so I just wanted to make sure that that end of the bargain was dealt with.
Oh, yeah. He really doesn't like spiders.
Hey, Narcellus.
Yeah.
Next time you polymorph, can you make sure I'm not turned into a spider?
Yeah. Yeah, no problem, Taffy.
Thanks, buddy.
The first thing you are greeted with is something you almost think to be a creature at first. The way that it stands and looms there in the doorway before you. You see it's humanoid in nature. Oh, I'll reveal it in a second.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good.
Oh, okay. You see it is humanoid in nature and covered in fur. Of the sort of like tan beige color with darker brown hair kind of covering most of its head and a beard that goes to its scraggly chin. Sharp teeth are bared as you see it holds a spiked club in one hand and like a long sword in the other. And before it can growl at you, you hear a voice from off to the side say, Now, Vok, what do you have there? And you see, as the entire room is revealed before you, that you are no longer alone in this temple.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh.
hi.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Very quickly, can Narshella step forward and put himself in front of Arca?
Yeah, absolutely. You put yourself in front of him, and you'll see, looking into the room now, the creature before you is a bugbear.
He will, address this person silently, by putting his toes together and raising his heels and, like slamming them back down so it clicks and, nodding his head.
And as you perform this sort of signal to the drow standing there, he's silent for a moment before sort of raising his chin up slightly. And though the mask covers his entire face, you hear his voice rather clearly as he says, Very well, state your business.
Nishalis will continue blocking Arca with his frame and will turn back over his shoulders to look at Resh and kind of attempt to signal him forward with his hand.
And Resh does silently, very quietly step forward, and performs kind of this. Or would he do like the same? He will perform the same
salute.
Yeah, salute that Narshellus did of raising himself up on the toes of his feet before slamming his heels back into the ground, holding his hands behind his back at the moment.
And Narshellus will say, trying to deepen his voice a little and speak in as perfect high drow as he can. Actually, no, in perfect deep drow as he can. He'll say, forgive me, we did not mean to intrude. And he'll pause and look at Resh, and he'll say, Sire and I had brought our slaves to scout out this region after the earthquake. We were not expecting to run into company. He is absolutely attempting to mimic Resh's voice.
And this is all in drow, right?
This is in deep drow, yeah.
In
Deep
deep
drow,
drow,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So unfortunately, it is not something the party can hear. I don't think there's even anything. Me looking through Yavari's spell list, can she cast anything? I don't think so. Dang it. It's fine. I just wanted to look. It's fine. And as you speak this, Narshellus, the male drow kind of tilts his head slightly curiously before very slowly taking a few steps down the stairs he was on and kind of stepping closer to speak rather than feeling like he has to shout across the room to speak with you. Coming up to stand beside this bugbear who, kind of dips their head and takes a couple of steps back out of respect for this drow.
And Yeah, he'll turn to look back at these two people and he'll say, if I may ask, to whom do we have the advantage of speaking to?
I am Ziska, patron of House Zauri. He definitely didn't forget it. I almost forgot it. And who might you two be?
And nervously looking toward Resh's stoles, Narshellus will say, my name is Ishrin Avriani, and this is my sire, Rashir Avriani. We are former hunters of House Noguvir from Philisera, and we've come to the Nightlands to head to Mithranve to search for a new house to join.
That seems to get a chuckle out of Ziska. He says, House Philisera. I've heard they have certainly fallen from grace recently.
Yes, it's quite pathetic, isn't it?
That it is. And
real quick, can Narshellus
Yes.
try to suss them out with a comment?
Suss him out.
Sure, what would you like him to say?
He's going to kind of look around at the temple as though he's almost admiring it before looking back at the patron of Ziska, and he will say, interesting to meet a patron of a powerful house here, although I wish it could have been in a less disgusting place. The Dark Mother would scoff if she knew that we were skulking around in a place like this.
And you see, Ziska, doesn't really seem to change his posture very much. Though you do hear a couple of chuckles shared from the two female drow over on the table. As Ziska will merely say, honestly, it is a shame I must dirty myself with coming in such a temple. And go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
I hate that nobody else can speak this language.
I know. I feel bad I don't even have like a tongue spell I can give y'all to like listen in.
I do, I just have to touch somebody.
Hey, I mean, you touched Arca when you shoved
I know,
him
and
back.
I didn't think about it.
It's fine. It's fine. All right. So 10 on your perception. So, as he speaks, you kind of watch, him, his body language, as well as the couple others around the table. You can tell that the two female drow seem to find your comment rather amusing, as they share your assumed sentiment of not enjoying this place, or, also finding it rather disgusting that they're here. So you all come and approach the open doorway once more. And as you come up to it, Narshellus, you'll overhear it as, you can understand the high drow that they are speaking in. You hear the priestess, Chesva, say, this place is so boring. Can't we go back home yet? And the other female drow will respond to her as she says, Sister, you know that I insisted we come out here. I mean, who knows what we might find in here that could help with, I know, I just want to be back home already. I hate being in a place like this. It's disgusting. She kicks at like a couple of rocks at the bottom of the table. Are you nearly done yet, Vuzrak? And at that point, before he can respond, Narshellus, you and Resh come walking into the room.
Actually.
Unless you do something else.
I would like to do something else, in fact.
What would you like to do?
Here it is.
Oh no! Oh no!
Then the ruler comes out.
I love Renard that you immediately knew.
Oh,
Oh,
That only means
I
one thing.
understand. There's only one thing that this can lead to.
Let me read the rules.
Oh
Boom,
no!
baby.
I knew it.
Let's
I
see.
love that we're here.
20
I love
foot
that we're here.
radius.
I love that we're here right
So
now.
first of all, I'm gonna be
God.
casting it at a level 4.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Second of all, so he'll be okay. So from over here, the Bugbear and Zistrak should be okay because this is 20 feet.
Mhm.
So I want to cast it. I can't get my clicky thing to work. Hold on.
I like the idea of you just walk in with a tiny
Here.
ball of bat poop and you're just like, "Bleh," and then you just blow them up.
All right, let's see.
Yep.
Here's your fireball.
This is my favorite thing that has ever happened in the entire history of this campaign.
So like about right there.
Yeah, but prior to this, I'd like him to do something because he's stupid and so he's
Okay.
going to cross the threshold of the room,
Oh.
pointing both of his fingers toward that spot on the floor. His mask is up, and he's just going to say, "So, guys, just out of curiosity, how do you feel about Half Drow?" And then I'd like him to cast it.
Oh God! All right. Here, give me 1 second.
It's like, well, a lot less favorably now that I've exploded by one.
Yeah, for real.
I do have Fireball on my attack list.
8d6 fire damage.
Poof.
goodbye.
Actually, it's going to be
Wait, but
96.
don't we need like a heart? Don't we need a heart?
Listen,
if it's burned, does it count?
They
Yeah,
didn't
it
say
doesn't-
it didn't specify
And
non-charred.
I'm not gonna kill all of them.
You say that now.
Medium rare is fine.
Medium
rare.
is
It's. I mean, yeah, we have to take the hurt out anyway, so it's gonna be dead.
Listen, they're just cooking in the oven right now. We just got to pop them out when we're done.
Kayron likes chaos.
Oh,
This
wait,
is
it's gonna
chaotic.
be 9d6? It's gonna
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
9d6.
9d6.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Do you want me to
I love-
roll Fireball to see if it even hits?
Nice.
No, it's straight. It's a reflex save for half, I think,
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
versus
boy.
your spell save DC. So they have to make a reflex save of greater than 15 or greater. I don't remember if we're doing meets it beats it or not.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, it is beats it. Sorry, I had to pull up some stat
I
blocks real
literally
quick.
can't breathe.
Suddenly, we have to do emergency limbo maneuvers. No one was prepared for.
Probably should have warned Ziska that he was a sorcerer.
I mean, listen,
Surprise!
he knows now.
Oh, he'll know now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There is no way to get
Fine.
around that anymore.
He's like, oh,
Whoops.
I perhaps may have chosen the correct side.
Okay. Alright, so they have to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, a boy. Oh, a boy.
boy.
And I feel like since you've surprised them, they're gonna do this with disadvantage.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, wait, which
This
one?
is
ready.
everything I have ever wanted.
Okay, so let's see what's that do. Let's see. Okay, here, hold on 1 second. Got something else here. So dex save. All right.
Can't wait to tell the girlfriend about this one later.
see. So she fails. She succeeds. And
Now is this with disadvantage?
shoot. That's true.
Oh!
Let me do this again.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's for the first one.
You're welcome.
Yeah, she still fails.
Yeah.
She definitely fails. Let's see.
That's one.
Yeah, that one, that girl succeeds anyways. Let's see, what are you? And he fails. Yeah.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah, that's
All
pretty
right. So go ahead and roll 9d6 for me.
How the hell do I do that?
If you type in like the square brackets, do 2 of them, and then a space 9d6, and then another space and do 2 closing brackets. If that makes sense, hopefully.
There you go.
There you go. All right, 32 points of fire damage. All right.
Oh.
So, Jesus Christ.
Superstar.
Magic guy. Okay. Hold on, I need to get. Let's see. Yeah, he's just fucking dead. He's just already dead.
He's just already dead.
Good news, this guy. Whatever son is yours is now probably first boy.
Yeah.
One of your children has been promoted.
Your children have been promoted.
Well, look, he was quick to give this one up. This one's probably not his.
Probably not. So as you release your fireball into the room, as soon as you asked how they felt about Half-Drow, before they have a chance to respond or even realize what is going on, your spell goes off and erupts in this massive burst of fire and shattering glass and pages being burned to ash. Immediately, all 3 of them scream, and you hear the 2 women kind of backing away, coughing as smoke from this fire now begins to fill the room. The male drow, having been blasted back by this attack, is now laying on the floor unmoving, with multiple shards of glass kind of digging into him, and his body very badly charred.
medium rare hard.
bathed in flame light, just like grinning down at this corpse.
Jesus.
Uh-huh. You killed someone, Narshella.
He's very happy.
He's very
Jeez
happy.
Oh boy. All right. I guess everyone, let's roll initiative. Hold on, I gotta clear it out first. There we go. All right. Yeah. Roll initiative for me, everyone. Let's go. Oh boy. Oh.
He's
boy.
ready. Everybody's just ready.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Barbell did a little spooking of Taffy got blinded a little bit. His night vision went off. It's like, my eyeballs.
Jesus.
Oh.
Alright, let's see. Then I need this. There's going to be. Sorry, I have to like. And just. Oh, and Bugbear. There we go.
Oh, real quick. Hey, Rana.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Checking for her pulse.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's see. Sorry, this is gonna just take me a second. Oh, Vok really does not want to be here, apparently.
Oh my gosh, actually, I can finally post this with some purpose.
With some purpose.
Oh my god.
Alright. Oh boy, alright, let's see. Who the hell is going first here? Apparently Rush.
Laughs, remember when I drew this?
Oh.
Yeah, it came true.
Mm-hmm.
It really did.
Nice.
Gotta be Flamio.
The prophecy foretold.
The prophecy foretold.
Alright. So I have Resh and Runarian up first here with Narshella shortly after. Alright, so the fireball has gone off, and seeing the dead body upon the floor, Resh will immediately set his sights upon the closest female drow that he can see.
Yeah, I bet he does.
Yep, and he runs forward. He's just gonna go for it.
I wish I could take your poison away, buddy.
Yeah, you know, it's okay. He will try his best. Ah!
It's fine.
It's fine, it's 21 still hits. Perfectly
Jeepers.
fine. Ah, yeah, for real. He's out for blood right now.
Take out your frustration.
Take out your frustration.
15 does not hit. So you see Resh rushes in shortly after Narshellis' spell goes off and lunges for the nearest female drow, who happens to be Shalivre. And he swipes her with one scimitar, catches her on the arm, drawing blood out of the burn marks and scorched armor that still covers her, for 9 points of slashing damage. And as he goes for his second attack, she just manages to kind of slip out of the way to avoid further damage. And I'm going to say that's going to be it for Resh at the moment.
She's just prolonging the inevitable. That's fine.
Let's see. Yes, like get around the table. Alright. So with Runarian. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. He's also going to come bolting in with his glaive in hand still. And he is going to run up here to the female drow beside Resh, intent on helping in some way, yet feeling a little bad about it, but understands that this has to be done. As a bonus action, as he's running into the room, he casts Zephyr Strike. And you see there's kind of this greenish glow that begins to emanate around his weapon as the wind kind of carries after him as he moves. And he is going to roll to attack Shalivre. Where did I just put his character sheet? Here we go. And now he gets to attack with advantage, thanks to his spell.
Hey.
For a 24, that is going to hit. 6 slashing damage. It's fine. It's fine. So you see he comes darting into the room, glaive swinging as he strikes at Shalivre for a hit. But then he doesn't stay where he is and instead bolts further into the room, directly for the priestess.
Oh, fast, speedy little boy.
He really, really is. Because thankfully,
Sonic
Zephyr
Boom.
Strike, he can move without provoking opportunity attacks, so
Ooh.
Shalivre can't do shit. And since he gets extra attack, he's going to attack again. This time on the priestess. Without advantage. For a 20. Does that hit? Yeah, it do.
Oh boy.
Let's go.
That's better.
Whoa!
That's much better.
Yeah, that's better this time. Yeah, so you see he darts in, gets one attack, and spins around as he dances around Shalivre, attempting to attack him back, as he goes right for the High Priestess, and slices her as well, as she's still reeling from the burn marks left by the fireball spell.
He has a
And-
flame weapon. That's awful.
He does, not currently on fire, but probably will be shortly. It's fine. And that will end Ari's turn. So Narcellis, you are up with Aoife up next.
More fireball.
He's having so much fun.
I bet.
Okay, so actually, hold on. He's gonna move here.
Okay.
And we're gonna use the whip.
Nice.
Wapow.
Yeah.
I think that hits.
Well, yeah.
Holy shit.
And
Yeah,
then
it does.
Did you keep
Another
getting?
crit. He's literally
Marcellus is
fire.
fun, guys.
But
He's
everyone's just
done.
we're popping off tonight.
Really
He's
is.
having way too much fun.
Bardic
He
inspiration.
really
Ooh,
is.
You don't even need her.
I
You
should
just-
be kind of concerned.
You just stab right
Yeah.
through the heart and then just pierce it and then pull it right out with your whip. Look, there you go. You got the
So-
heart.
So Narcellis, how do you do this?
He ran
Oh,
off.
goodbye.
Whoosh. Bye, Narcellis.
There he goes. Here, wait. I don't remember where you were standing. There you
I
go.
got him. I got him. I'm so sorry, Resh.
Resh just
This was his
slurs.
kill, but it's fine. So, still absolutely elated and kind of thriving off of the adrenaline of killing the male drow. 'Cause he wasn't quite sure what it was going to feel like, but there's some kind of euphoria.
Mhm.
And so he rushes forward and raises his whip above his head and brings it down as as gently as he raised it downward to make sure that it'll snap. And brings it down directly over this woman's face.
Oof.
Jesus.
Yeah, and you slice her face right open, as she soon crumples onto the ground, dead.
Lit.
So yeah, is there anything else that you'd like to do?
There sure is.
Oh
There
boy.
sure is.
Oh wait, there's
Let's see. I'm gonna use it as a bonus action.
Mhm.
Let's cast Wrathful Smite.
Okay.
Because why not?
Excellent.
There you
Because
go.
why not?
You just slowly look at the priestess, just make a, like, slit your throat sign with your thumb
Basically.
as you cast the spell on your whip.
All right, yeah, you cast Wrathful Smite. Is there anything else then you'd like to do?
Yeah, I've still got 10 feet of movement.
Uh-huh.
5, 10.
Nice. All right. Then we will move on to Aoife with the Ziska up next. So Aoife, what would you like to do? Narshalis has set off a fireball in this room as the two drow and Ari run in before you guys can really do anything.
Yeah, obviously, like, if it really doesn't, I don't really see what happened, but I could definitely hear that there's commotion. So I'm gonna go ahead and move. Let's see how many feet. Okay, well, I think I'm first gonna move into the room to assess the situation. I think that's 20 feet there. And then noticing that we're just all sort of going after this woman, this priestess that's over here. I just have to double check and make sure I have meant to get over there.
Mm-hmm.
10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. Don't think there's any way without, like, vaulting over the table.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to vault over the table?
It'd be cool.
Yeah.
'Cause then I could get there if I could vault over the table. Because I have 20. What do I have? 45 feet of movement? Okay.
Monk
Gosh,
speed.
So much, yeah. Freaking
Okay,
monks.
Can I vault over this table and try and vault over this table and get over here?
Give me. Oh, I don't even know what that should be.
That sounds like athletics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Give me an athletics check.
Oh god,
Because-
it doesn't have to be athletics.
Because this table is covered in burning pages and broken
you know what's
glass.
so fair?
And liquid that has spilled all over if it has not been
Okay,
incinerated.
then I am going to go ahead and blow my anima shard on this. Because I have, like, if you had said acrobatics, that would have been great, because I have a +7. Oh, fuck. Okay. I need the dice gods to just help me here, please. Okay, we're gonna do this.
Eleven.
Ah.
Okay,
Oof.
you run up to the table, wanting to get over as close as possible. And where are you looking to land?
Okay, so I'm trying to land, like, over in this vicinity. So I think my farthest reach would be this square, or this square, I guess.
Okay. Alright, so you run up to the table, you grab a hold of it to push yourself onto it so you can vault over it more or less. But as you grab onto the table, you feel glass begin to dig into your hand,
Lovely.
causing you to
Ooh.
stumble and break concentration as you're trying to get over this thing. So you do stumble over it.
Okay.
But You are
What
going
am
to
I
take.
taking?
You're going to take 5 piercing damage
Okay.
and 4 poison damage.
Oh, that's fantastic. You know what? It was worth it.
Worth it.
You're doing amazing,
Ah,
sweetie.
ooh. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Mm-hmm. Go.
Okay.
Alright, is there anything else then you'd like to do?
I think I think we're fine right now. I think we're good. I think Eva's
All
just
right.
trying to pick her ego up off the floor.
You know what? So fair, bestie. All right, so as you kind of take a moment to gather yourself, as you get to the other side of the table, you see as you do, Ziska comes kind of skirting around you over to the backside of the priestess, and he is going to make an attack. Let's see. Okay. You see, as he gets close to her, he has pulled out a short sword from underneath his cloak and goes in for the attack. Hold on, is this the right one?
Ooh.
Oh! Man, he wants her fucking dead.
You know what? He deserves it.
Yeah.
This man deserves it.
Alright, and then, so what is that? Because now I have to like manually roll that. Ugh. How am I doing this again, Renard, for critical hits?
You just roll the same dice again.
Oh,
So you
twice.
could just double the dice if you wanted to.
Right. Okay. So let's see. Fantastic.
Look at him
so
go.
That is right. Hold on. Where's so 5, 8. So that is 8 piercing damage and 2 poison damage. 10 damage altogether. As you see, he goes up with his short sword and manages to get an attack on her from behind before she's able to turn around and defend herself. As he'll say, I've always wanted to do that. And now it is Chesva's turn. Seeing that she is surrounded, the spellcaster will call upon her own anima as you see her staff begin to glow with a brighter power.
No.
And she is going to look directly at Ari as she whispers the incantation of her spell. And oh, this is fantastic. Oh, let's see, Ari.
Oh.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
Go, Ari.
Yeah, he's
I
like,
love him.
no, your spell
Does that mean
has...
it goes back on her?
Mm-hmm. And you see as she casts the spell, her anima that was kind of emanating from the staff, this pinkish purplish color, like spills out of it like this mist as it attempts to wrap around Runarian. But he's very quick to kind of dismiss it and break it apart without falling victim to her spell. Hissing in frustration, she will instead reach out to swipe at him with her staff instead. For 13, I don't think that hits.
They were
No,
really
not.
just caught immediately off guard. They were not prepared.
Really fucking was.
How to raid a drow house.
How to raid a drow house.
Fireball.
Yeah. So she misses that one, but she will go again.
Surprise, it's the Drowquisition.
Holy
Also doesn't fucking hit. Jesus. All right, so you see her,
Flail.
frustrated her spell does not work, lashes out with Ari for her glowing staff, but he manages to deflect and miss both attacks. As we will then move over to Taffy with Arca up next.
Get her, Taffy.
Baby.
Come on, Taffy.
Come on,
So
Taffy.
he does a heavy sigh. Then he seems to take a deep breath, and he steels himself. His little kitty eyes hone in, his pupils tighten up, and then he comes dashing in. Now, as part of his tabaxiness, he's basically going to double move, but it does not count as a double move. This just means I can't move
Hell
next turn, so I'm stuck wherever I land. Which means he's gonna be on the other side of this table. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. So he just zips in here. I don't know how he's gonna go as fast as he can. Yeah, I think right there will be good. So I don't know if she can spot him. He rolled a 13 on his stealth. But he will at least get sneak attack if he can hit. Because there's two targets fighting the target he's shooting at. As he runs into the room after it flashes and he sees a bunch of dead. It's like, oh wow, okay, this is going pretty good. Kind of skips over the dead body and then slides. And while he's sliding, he's gonna shoot the priestess.
Okay. Yeah, so I rolled that with disadvantage. So yeah, she would have had a 17 on her perception.
Okay, then she spouts me.
She does as you come dashing into the room.
Whoosh. Whoosh. All right, let's see if I can hit something.
I believe in you.
Oh, baby.
Oh, 23 hits. Let's go.
Whoom.
Yeah.
Jesus
two arrows.
fucking Christ.
Sneak attacks
What
my
did
bread
y'all
and
eat
butter.
today?
What did y'all- Well, Taffy's hopped up on a shitload of coffee.
Yeah,
Well, that
this is what's
explains
doing
it.
All right, yeah, you do 41 points of damage altogether.
Listen, this is the only he lives and dies by sneak attack. If he's not sneak attacking, he's basically useless.
You come dashing into the room using your tabaxi agility to push yourself further than normal, and you draw your bow, knock back an arrow, and shoot. As typical for your bow, it doubles the arrow, and both of them land very squarely into her side as she cries out in the sudden pain and grips at the new wound that's already bleeding quite badly. You hit her in a very good spot. Good jorb.
Good jorb.
Good job.
I don't know how effective this is gonna be, but I would like to use my bonus action to stealth.
Okay.
Do I need to roll disadvantage or just straight stealth check?
I'd say since you're in active combat with her now, I would say it's at disadvantage.
Okay. 18.
18. All right. Let's see. Oh, she got a nat one. That's fine.
So slides and
She
shoots,
don't
then
fucking
drops down. Whoosh.
Yeah.
Like I saw a cat and now he's gone.
Somehow.
Somehow. He just
How
like
do you lose a cat?
slides up and then like presses up against the wall, trying to blend back in. And that is his turn. He is stuck where he is now.
All right. Then Arca, you are up next. Finally being the
Okay.
last one to make his way into the room.
He's just been vibing. Figured Narshells didn't need help.
He just kind of strolls up. Hey guys, how's it going in here?
Oh god, that one gif of the guy with pizza.
Orca. That's
Exactly.
literally Orca.
For real. So yeah, strolls in. He is gonna walk in and assess who is left. And this priestess is surprisingly still alive. So, yeah, whatever. He's gonna go ahead and fly over the table and land by her again and hit with axe. And I'm not gonna bother raging.
Alright,
I
well,
figure she does.
yeah, so
What, you don't want to launch her through the ceiling?
I mean, I can. If you want to spin the wheel of prizes.
You should. You should.
Why not?
All
Just
right.
do it.
Oh god.
We've got a
Alright.
heart. Go for it.
We've got
Be that
a heart.
bitch.
Okay.
Alright,
Time for
roll
the
it.
wheel of prizes. One. Which
Oh
one?
no. Is it the flowers?
No.
Surprisingly, no. Hold on. I'm pulling it up.
Oh, necrotic damage. Okay.
Alright, so, Arca, you feel your anima again building up, swelling inside of you like the raging inferno that it is, feeding off of your own anger. And as it spills out, you're able to kind of control it to a degree as you can point out the creatures you wish for it to focus on, which I'm guessing is probably just going to be her since the
Yeah.
rest of your enemies are dead. Alright, so I'm gonna post that there. So she has to succeed a Constitution save.
Oh
Yes.
wow.
And I guess I'll roll that d12, but I guess I don't really need. Oh, you got it. Oh, wait, no. That's
Well,
not
that
it.
was for her Constitution save. So the DC is 8 plus. What's your proficiency bonus?
I think it's 3. Let me check.
Okay.
Yeah, 3.
And your Constitution modifier.
Constitution 3 as well.
Okay, so the DC would have been 14, so she does beat it.
Darn.
So unfortunately, she will not take the necrotic damage as she dodges out of the way of the sudden, explosive anima coming at her.
That's
And
fair.
then you do get, if you want to go ahead and roll a d12 anyways, you'll get some temporary hit points.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, never know when he
Nice.
stub his toe or something.
Stub his toe or something.
For 7
so-
points of damage.
So in your
Yeah.
character sheet, where it says temporary hit points, you're just gonna type a 7. It's underneath your
Okay,
regular hit
well,
points.
Wouldn't it be 10
7
because we'd add
plus-
the
plus barbarian level.
Oh, plus
so
barbarian level, so 7 plus.
8, sorry.
8.
We are 8, right?
Yeah.
Which is 15. I think it's 15. I don't feel like
Yeah.
I have my calculator out.
Yeah, you're right. It's 15.
Okay. Alright. And I hit with axe. I know reckless attack.
Excellent.
So to circumvent the poison a little bit.
Quick question.
Hmm.
Did Orca get poisoned by the worm or not?
He did.
Okay.
Yeah. But he
So-
does have advantage because it's considered flanking now with so many people around
Oh
her.
no, I was just curious because I didn't know if it had
Oh.
been an hour since we drank the poison.
Oh, right.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no, unfortunately he and Rush just got poisoned by the little carrion crawlers.
The little army boys, the little ankle biters.
Mm-hmm.
Yup. Anyway,
Alright, so yeah, go ahead and roll your attack then.
yeah.
9!
9. That doesn't hit right.
Yeah, so you come charging into the room. You fly over the table, raging, as she dodges out of the way of your anima, and again, as you come at her with your axe, dances aside to avoid your dangerous swing.
The danger swing.
Mm-hmm.
The dangerous. Okay, he will pull that axe out and try again.
Nice, going in one more time.
Oh!
Oh, damn.
No. Alright.
Yeah, you swing one more time, but something about the axe maybe doesn't feel quite right in your hands today, as you find yourself missing her once more.
Alright. And, yeah, end of turn pretty much.
Alright, so then we will move on to the bugbear Vok. Seeing this chaos kind of erupt in the room and looking down at the corpse of the male drow mage at his feet. Vok kind of hesitates there for a moment amidst the battle, and Ziska, kind of noticing his hesitation, will quickly shout, Vok, attack! And Vok will seem to kind of leap into action as he will...
Murder Tappy.
Yeah.
He wasn't letting
No.
on the plan. He's like,
I think
okay.
he only has 30 feet of movement. So Vok will come running over to Ziska's side, but just can't quite make it far enough to attack. Alright, let's see. Alright, Resh. Back to Resh now.
Oh.
Gosh, sometimes I forget the stuff he has. God. Okay. So, I think Resh, for the time being, will come join the fray over here upon the High Priestess. And he is...
This is feeling very et tu, Brute.
Yeah! A little bit. Actually... Oh, I forget he has... Actually, no, he's gonna come to right here instead. And he is going to put away one of his scimitars in favor of a crossbow instead. A little hand crossbow. And he is gonna take an attack on her. Oh, I rolled that with disadvantage. Hold on. I will re-roll that. 19 still hits anyways. Wonderful. 7 piercing damage. Good job, Resh. And then he's gonna do it again. Oh, and that one misses. So you see Resh putting away one of his scimitars and instead drawing out his hand crossbow, which he quickly loads, fires, hits her in the shoulder, reloads, fires again, just barely misses her as it sails past her and kind of hits into the ground behind her. Let's see. Back to Ari. Where is... Okay. Oh, actually, what's this one too? Sorry, give me 1 second.
You good?
Okay. Okay. So you see Ari, before he prepares to attack, his glaive, the blade of it that is this deep crimson color, suddenly bursts into flames. The typical red orangey flames, much like what's still burning slightly on the table Aoife has just jumped across. And he is now going to take another swipe for the priestess. And he will hit this time. Oh god. So he is going to do... Oh, come on. Seven slashing damage and 6 fire damage for 13 altogether as he pulls his glaive back with both hands and swipes her across the chest, singeing her even further from the fireball she suffered at Narcellus's hand. She is not doing hot. She... looking a little burnt, unfortunately.
She's in the mosh pit over there, like.
She really is, like.
It's like a caster in just point blank range with everything.
Yeah, I want to feel a little bad, but I don't.
But I don't.
Alright, 18 will hit again, and his weapon is still on fire. Which was what, 2d8. Whoa!
Oh, spicy. Got that
damn, Ari.
spicy damage.
So he takes his first swing at her and spins his glaive back around to stab her, nearly hitting her in the chest, but instead kind of cutting deep into her side instead. And she is, at this point, feels like she is barely holding herself up, leaning a lot of her weight onto her staff to try and keep herself standing. So that will bring us to Narcellus.
Kill still.
Feel right.
Kill still. Do it. Do it.
This doesn't feel right, but okay.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
I'll move forward.
Everything.
And, well, I already cast, Wrathful Smite, so we might as well try. Please miss. Let someone else. Oh, did I miss?
You're rolling with advantage.
You did! That misses.
Oh, thank God.
What about advantage?
Oh,
What about
that's
advantage?
you do get advantage.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I gotta do it again? Okay. Yep.
So in that case, I would take the 17, and the 17 does hit. Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Just die already.
Fatality.
You lash out at her with your whip. The whip hardly making any noise until you crack it directly onto her. The blade, slicing through her, drawing yet more blood. Yet somehow she still stands.
Oh, thank God. Tap me. Actually, no.
That's
Aoife.
gonna be Aoife.
Aoife,
Aoife, cherry tap
please.
it.
She better fucking
Aoife,
LeBonk.
please. just throw your stick away and use an unarmed strike.
Slap him with all that glass stuck in your hand.
Is that all you got then, Narcellus?
Oh wait, did you add in my Wrathful Strike?
No, I didn't.
No, I
Which is
didn't.
2d6, so hold on.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Wait, no, 1d... No, hold on, what was it?
1d6.
1d6, yeah.
Wait. Yeah. Okay.
She is holding on by a thread right now.
Woman will not
1
believe
HP.
that.
Come on, Ethan.
By a thread.
Come on, Ethan.
Sort of a weird moment, Eva. Okay. Anyway, yeah, Eva's gonna skirt around. Can she skirt around?
This feels
Think
like
she
bullying.
This
Yeah,
feels
she's
like
fucking
bullying.
We're just gonna land right here. This is a good
Yep.
place to land. Holy shit. This is wild. What do we do, guys? Do we do a strike with the staff or do we do an unarmed strike?
Unarmed strike.
Unarmed.
Punch him in the kidney.
Okay, give me one because I might make it worse.
I might
Oh, no.
make it worse. Remember, you do roll with advantage.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay.
Punch him where it hurts.
I'm sure everywhere hurts right now.
I'm sure everywhere hurts.
Okay. So, oh fuck, this is insane. Okay. Rolling with advantage. We're gonna see if this hits.
It
Yeah,
hits.
that fucking hits. Okay. So we're gonna hit her, right? But why not be a little extra with this? So I'm gonna expend one of my key points, to
Delete.
use, yeah, literally delete it. We're deleting her. To use Hands of Harm, which means basically I get to deal additional necrotic damage, which is going to be my martial arts die plus my wisdom modifier. So my martial arts die at level 8 is a 6, so I'll roll that additionally.
Mhm.
Let me link that in the chat.
Jesus Christmas.
Yeah,
Listen.
so
Boy.
I'm gonna hit. Okay, so just 2. I'm gonna roll a d6.
The glass
plus
in
my
the hand
wisdom
was
modifier.
all part of the plan.
6, 7, 8, 9. So that's gonna be for 11 points of damage.
All right, Aoife, describe for me how you do it,
Oh god. Okay, so
because this is
right
going
there.
to kill her.
okay. Can't believe she's actually doing this.
Mhm.
Question.
Yeah.
How's her chest looking? Like where her vital organs would be?
Oh, it's bad. First, she was burned. She's been slashed multiple times. She has like a crossbow bolt sticking out of one shoulder. She's got an arrow in her side. Yeah,
Okay.
it's bad.
All right, then Aoife, making her way around the bugbear, sort of is like turns to face this priestess, and without saying anything, without making any sound other than like what you can hear, which is kind of like the impact of her glass covered hand to this woman's chest, she just slams right into her. And oh, I don't want to be really graphic, so I'm not going to be really graphic, but she's gonna pull out her heart.
Fantastic.
Right through the rib cage.
Oh,
Just
Nice.
pulls it out and is just holding it in her hand.
god damn. Yeah, you do it, and her body just crumples to the floor, very, very dead. Yeah, good job.
Good job? Question mark.
Good job,
Good
everyone.
job.
Question mark?
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
And Aoife's gonna turn to the rest of the party and the new additions and say, so, and she's just like holding the heart up, like she's like, so I guess we go to the sanctuary now?
Yeah.
Narshalis is kind of calming down at this point. But also just staring at the fact that this human just tore a heart out of a drow's chest, and he's angry that he's mildly impressed. Can I ask a question before I continue?
Mm-hmm.
How's Resh feeling?
So Resh, is standing there, his crossbow ready to take another shot if he had to. But instead he sees Aoife coming around the form of the bugbear and behind Ziska, and basically just punches this drow priestess through the chest. And as she stands there, bloody heart in hand, he looks a mixture of awed, impressed, and just nearly dumbfounded to see a human would do something so I don't even know. Yes, I am.
I know.
Like he's just very impressed she has done something so gruesome.
And he'll just kind of lift his head toward Aoife and just say, "Huh. I never thought a human could be so violent. Congratulations."
And Aoife just nods her head and says, well, when the situation calls for it, sometimes it's deemed necessary.
But he'll look at Ziska, and he'll say, well, you are now free to go back to your matron and tell them that you were unfortunately accosted by, pick a house you don't like.
Ziska will as the priestess finally falls with the other two, he will kind of stand there for a moment, just looking down at her body, and then looks back over at you, Narshalis, and he'll just say, oh, shame I couldn't get the last blow, but thanks, I guess. And he'll sort of motion for Vok, for his bugbear, as he'll sheathe his weapon and just kind of start making his way towards the entrance of the room.
He'll pause for a minute and he'll say, hey, Lord Ziska.
Yes?
Trying to think of how to phrase it. How can I phrase it? Like, I know what I want to say, I just don't know how to make it sound right.
Sound correct. So
I'm sorry, I'm just having trouble. But go ahead.
Good. Taffy is he was a little taken aback at the fact that he just saw a heart get ripped out of someone's chest, but he's a little exhausted at this moment, so he's put away his bow, and he's like resting on his knees. His hands paws on his knees there, sort of hunched over, sort of looking around at the carnage. When they pass by, maybe Vok just kind of shovels him out of the way, kind of pressed up against the wall. But he's clearly heavily panting after that whole ordeal. He'll also kind of slowly scooch over and see if he can recover those two arrows.
Oh, okay. So Nershellus is going to say to Ziska, essentially, consider this a favor from 2 male drow of House Nokuvir. That said, if you ever happen to be raiding and come across someone named Withrana, I'd appreciate the same kindness being bestowed on us.
And you hear Ziska just kind of chuckle from behind his mask, still as he's walking towards the door, and he'll just say, I will be sure to keep that in mind, young Sorcier. And, with that, he will just head out if no one else stops him.
Oh, I'm dead. Hold on. Why am I dead? Why am I dead?
Shows the same kindness,
You're
dies.
dead now, yeah.
Bye.
Bye. You got too excited and just had a heart attack.
It's at a young, tender age.
Arca? How's Arca feeling?
He is. I'd say kind of like looking at Aoife in new light, as the others must be. But otherwise, he's what's the word? But otherwise, he's just, I guess, like, recovering from that new bout of violence and, setting his sights on just heading to the altar and getting this shit over with.
So, am I just gonna have to hold this heart for the rest of the night, or?
Oh, just give it here. As he says this, he'll stand in front of Resh with like this extremely pleased look on his face. Clearly looking for some kind of approval.
And, as you, do speak up, Nershellus, and you move to take the heart from Aoife, Resh will just very quietly say as you return to his side, that was impressive.
Wow.
Aww.
He just kind of grins very toothily from one ear to the other, and you can kind of see the sharp points of his canines as he'll just say, hey, the other guy thought I was an actual sorcerer. I guess I'm doing something right.
He'll chuckle slightly at that. I suppose so.
Oh, you suppose so, huh? How's the poison doing?
He takes in deep breaths. He'll say, it's fine.
Is it really?
He just shrugs. I'm fine, Nershellus.
I mean, I can always ask Ari to heal you.
I will survive.
Real quick, he'll kind of look over between Aoife and Taffy. He now has a heart, right?
Yeah, he has a heart.
Fantastic. And he'll look at Taffy and say, and hey, Taffy,
Uh-huh.
you okay?
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good.
I know this
Come-
goes against your weird imaginary moral codes.
Well, yeah. It's either them or us.
Sure.
As he kind of awkwardly kneels down to try and get these arrows. This
Actually,
priestess.
Can Narshella salute the priestess?
Yeah. Oh god, give me 1 second.
One.
What?
One and a half.
1.5.
Meanwhile, Eva's just picking shards of glass out of her.
It's like, ooh.
Oh, I hear Starion dying.
Oh no! It's
You okay?
gonna be good.
Oh boy.
Also, Starion, did you say something?
Just trying to figure out what she would have in her pockets.
Why are you a 1940s radio announcer?
1940s.
I don't know.
You guys hear it too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And here you go. Here's like, and it's just like all this incredibly expensive stuff.
Squints. So how's everybody doing?
I'm fine. Taffy's probably like my guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. I looted the body and the game froze.
That's to load the inventory. We wrong warped. We weren't supposed to win that fight. It was scripted.
Yes.
And yet, we did.
And yet we did. We cut their action economy in half, and then we cut them in half.
We literally ganged up on them and they're dead.
Yeah, like the old GameCube
Yeah.
games where if you beat a boss, like you might actually bug out the rest of the game.
Exactly.
Oh, they're rolling. I'm scared.
Oh, baby.
How is everybody feeling about Eva right now? Because I'm like, she's a complete stranger, dumped all this awful news on you guys, and then joined you in this temple, pulled off
Doesn't
of
trust
a
her
woman's
even
chest.
more.
Even more.
So fair, best. So fair.
So
Me either.
fair.
She's a really sweet person when you get to know her, but just, apparently she's just out here pulling hearts out. I saw my chance to do this, and I took it so fast.
Hey, Narshell said it was okay. Narshell's wiped out 2 of them. It was like,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
That's a good.
That-
What's a good?
that's-
That's wild.
And like, oh, I killed one. Let's go do another one.
Want to see me do it again?
He was literally having the best time of his life, and that
He
was
was actually. You guys gave a kid who's been, controlled his entire life the power and control, and that's gonna do things.
Yeah, that's gonna do things. Oh, he has a taste now, but
Yeah.
And now he's gonna give a heart to Veron.
Yeah, Veyron's probably just like, Buddy, chill.
It's like, whoa!
It's like, wow, this is why I don't like surface dwellers when they're pulling hearts out of people.
They're pulling hearts out of people. It's like, who'd you bring into my temple?
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Sorry about that.
You good?
Guys, I'll be right back.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
One second.
Oh.
Okay.
This is some hella loot.
It really is. It must be. I'm
Okay, sorry
scared.
about that. What's going on?
You okay?
Nothing.
Yeah, there was just a lot of yelling going on in the stairwell.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so
Yell back?
No.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Establish dominance.
alright, so you loot the corpse of the high priestess, kind of rummaging around through her stuff, through her bags, through her pockets, seeing if you can find anything of value. You do find like a couple of pouches filled with random odds and ends. Looks like mostly maybe some components for spells, or you see there's a small like metallic token in one of her bags that holds the house, what you assume is probably her house symbol upon it for house salary. Other than that, you find another little pouch that has 26 gold pieces in it.
Oh.
And
Oh.
you also pull out a small stone that you find in the same pouch with the gold.
Yeah?
It's completely smooth. You know, very
Oh
like
no.
kind of oval shaped. It fits very nicely in the palm of your hand.
Please be what I think it is.
It is sort of like dull reddish color with some streaks of like, you know, kind of a paler color running through it. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Do I know what it is?
You can roll an Arcana check if you'd like to try to find out.
Oh.
Oh, a 19. All right.
I think that was with advantage.
Oh, it was. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
You have no idea. It's really pretty though.
It's
Why did you
pretty.
do this? Why did you just give me a red rock?
I mean, you can like detect magic it.
You know what? We'll do it.
Okay.
So what do I detect?
Well, here, can you just link it for me again one more
Yeah.
time? I always like forget. Let's see. So you look at the stone as you cast Detect Magic, trying to figure out if this thing had any magical properties to it, or maybe what it might be. You do see, as you look at it, it does hold a very faint aura of anima around it. You're not entirely sure what it might be, but you can tell whatever magic it holds is part of the evocation school of magic.
So it's a rock.
Uh-huh.
It's got magic. You just don't know what it is
Well,
entirely.
you know what? Marcellus is gonna go up to Resh. He's gonna have the house symbol and the money, and he's just gonna go over to Resh, and he's gonna grab his wrist, and he's gonna flip his hand over, and he's gonna just smack the big red rock, and he's like, you know what? There you go.
Here you go.
Resh looks at it, says, what is it?
It's a rock.
Ah. Alright.
It's a magic rock.
Apparently,
Seems
it's
confused.
magical.
He seems confused by the gift, but just pockets it for right now. If you say so.
If you say so.
I do say so.
I do say so.
Enjoy your magic rock.
Resh is like, I got it. I
you
got
remember
rock.
the time you gave me that sphere and you said, oh, I don't really even know what it does, but you can have it. This is me returning the favor. It's a magic rock. I don't know what it does.
You're welcome.